for credit issues.
Now I want to ask you another question. I know on a day-to-day basis we plan our vacations, we plan our day, but when we talk about financial planning, exactly what is financial planning?
That's a great question. Financial planning is a process whereby you try to establish what your goals are, and those goals could be short-term, you know, what do I need to do next year, or longer-term, you know, how am I planning for retirement? And once the planner and the client have an understanding of what those goals are, then the planner will help the client get to those goals by instituting certain processes and discussing certain areas where they can save money, make money, save on taxes, and just go through the process. And it's not going to happen in 1 year. It's really an ongoing process that you know, individuals should experience early and then continue to work with planners as their careers change and as they get closer to retirement. And as Nick mentioned earlier, maybe they have an issue with now taking care of parents, which we're seeing a lot.
I think it comes down to you know, somebody sitting down, and I think most of us can visualize and say, here are my dreams and goals. Financial planning helps to take those and then look at where am I at? Right. Where would I like to be? And quite frankly, how can I get there? Yeah. I mean, so it's really, it does bring together a lot of different areas of taxes, investments, savings, credit. So that the big issue for a lot of people today is about financing and debt management, budgeting. So it's bringing all those together, but focused in the center of the table is what's important to you. So where am I at? How do I get there?
Okay. So if someone's planning to attend this event, what financial documents should they bring with them that day?
Well, I would encourage them to bring any document they may have a question about. So if it's their 401k statement, or if there's a mortgage statement, or if it's an insurance policy, whatever they're not sure about or have questions about, feel free to bring them with them, and we'll be able to answer those questions. You know, so the more the better. So one of the things that financial planners try to do is the more that we know about a client, the easier it is for us to help them, because as Nick said, we are looking at the whole picture. So have them feel free to bring bank statements, you know, investments, 401ks, whatever they think they're going to have questions on, or whatever they think is part of their overall planning issue.
Okay. And back to my Keeping It Real segment. After this session, will anyone call them and try to sell them something?
No. They will be given information on what steps they may take next if they want to, and I would assume most of them will. They'll be given information on if they're ever going to want to work with a planner, what should they look into to make sure that they're competent, they're ethical, they're taking their interests first, that they're going to provide full disclosure. I think really it's the idea that educated consumer, how do they empower themselves? So when they walk out of there, they'll be given resources on how to continue on their personal journey. How do they move forward?
Yes, and the Financial Planning Association website, which is fpanewjersey.org, also has a planner search option where they can go look for qualified planners in their area and then follow up with them. And you know, we always encourage to interview a couple people, so maybe use that website as a way to go find who's available in the area, and then, you know, hopefully move forward with a planner.
Now, beyond that, is there any other way to follow up with the planner on that day, or just that way?
Well, we haven't set anything in motion for that. I mean, obviously the planners who are meeting with the client would be happy to answer any questions and follow up with them if they want them to. But we just want to make sure that everybody understands that's not an obligation. Right. You know, just because you're sitting with a planner today who's asking you, helping you answer a couple questions, that person's not going to call you. You may ask to have them reach out to you, or you may reach out to them, but we want to make sure people understand that it's really a free service for their benefit with no strings attached.
Now I want to reiterate or just stress one more time, why is it important to plan financially? What's the importance behind it?
Well, if you do not plan, then you're going to just kind of find out what happens to you in life. I mean, you can take control, you can be proactive, you can make positive things happen in your lives and the lives of your family. And planning is a way to be able to take that control, to know that you're making good, sound decisions that impact your life.
You know, a lot of people plan their careers. A lot of people, as you said, plan their vacations. Right. So why wouldn't you just step back? And sometimes people don't want to do financial planning because it's overwhelming and there's so many moving pieces. but really, you need to get on a path and as Nick said, figure out what are the goals, and then work toward getting there. You know, there's an old saying that you know, failing to plan is planning to fail. So regardless of whether it's a career issue or your own finances or, you know, any goal that you would have, you know, we think financial planning is right up there with, you know, something that you should be, you know, working with throughout your careers and throughout your lifetime.
Okay. And once again, this free event that's only taking place here in the city of Elizabeth in New Jersey takes place when?
It's on the 16th of October, and it's at the Kellogg Building here, I believe it's 40 West Jersey Street, and it's from 9:30 to 3 o'clock.
And your website once again?
The website to register is www.financialplanningdays.org/Elizabeth.
Okay. And is there a phone number by chance, or?
We don't have a phone number that
Okay.
you can call for the event. We're just trying to do everything online if possible.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, gentlemen. I wish you much success, and
Thank
hopefully
you.
everyone will come out and take advantage
We
of
hope
this.
to see everybody there.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for tuning in to this segment of Our City. Once again, I'm Alonzo Jones, sitting for Mayor Bowich. Have a great week. Thank you.